ALCAIR Supra and Dominic Beninka share the front row. Should be a beauty. Cars are all in position. Big crowd in attendance. Beautiful weather conditions here today at Phillip Island. We're ready to go racing. Just listen to that noise. Off they go up the line. Actually, one of the best to begin was Bob Jolly out of the second row. Gee, he'll make life interesting for them as they start to stretch it coming down for the run to the loop. Doherty is also well positioned there in the Falcon, and gee, it's going to be close as they head down to the loop for the first time. Good start from pole sitter Des Wall, but I think he may well have lost out here because the second row were very, very quick to move. And in fact, Bob Jolly and the Commodore will probably lead them. Down through here, Doherty. Some great sounds and a great sight of a marvellous old car that is in great trim here in the sports sedan competition in Australia this year. There's Jolly doing it nicely as they head down towards Honda Corner. So it's Jolly from Doherty. Then our pole sitter, Des Wall, driving the Toyota Supra. That bears very little to a Toyota Supra, let me tell you. Heading out to Siberia. That's Bass Strait, you can see. As they swing through here, there's a great scrap going on back in the pack. Car number 18, Mike Severi in the Ford Sierra. It's got probably a little more power than the Ford Sierras in touring car trim, but Jolly leading them from Doherty. And Doherty closes it up under brakes here. Des Wall, the pole sitter, stays right on their tail as they head up now to Lukey Heights. The run down to the Dipper. Jolly, Doherty and Des Wall. That's the order at this stage. Now they have a clear run to the left-hander at Nissan. See whether Doherty can open the taps on the Falcon and close it up. If anything, our pole sitter Des Wall is getting a little bit closer. And here they come out of Nissan turn down the start finishing straight. And the unmistakable sound of the V8 booming across the line now. Bob Jolly out of the second row, and here comes Doherty, just having a little sneak preview there on the inside. Thinks about it again. Some great racing here from the sports sedans at Phillip Island. Once again into the loop. Jolly. Doherty probably 2 car lengths back behind him, and the pole sitter who missed the kick, Des Wall, is pretty close to them. Jamison also getting away smartly as well. He's closed up on the pack as they make the run. Gee whiz, I tell you, it's tight just behind this group as well. As Jolly under brakes. Doherty dives into the corner very, very late. Pole sitter Wall with the ALCAIR air conditioning machine getting up on the inside of him. The one that we have been following, of course, is Mike Severi in the Ford Sierra. He's back in about 6th spot at the moment. He's made a few runs as they head up towards Lukey Heights. And here's our race leader, Bob Jolly, giving way to pole sitter Des Wall as they swing out of that turn. As I said earlier, Wall missed the start completely and was gobbled up very quickly by the drivers who shared the second row, Bob Jolly and Mike Severi. Supra. Little tail happy, so too Jolly's car as they apply the power and head once again down to the left-hander at Nissan turn. That will bring the drivers back onto the start finishing straight. And the man who should have won this off the front row had to do it from about position number 4 is the man in front, Des Wall. And he booms across the line now. Jolly's still holding second. Doherty is the next one through. And Bob Tyndall also starting to come up into contention here. Doherty's car looking a bit second-hand under brakes as they drop into the loop. So, in fact, Bob Jolly has picked up, be able to protect second spot. Doherty still holding on to third. Back behind him, Robin Doherty. He's put in a good one so far. Mike Severi is 2 back. In the yellow car is Dominic Beninka. He's trying to hold out Severi at this stage of the race. Once again up on the inside. There's Doherty making a terrific run there on the inside. Takes Jolly. And look at Jamison coming up on the inside as well. Just couldn't get through with it. Jolly holds it. And Severi up on the inside. Almost touches wheels with the Ford Sierra. I'd say our pole sitter Des Wall is happy to be in front at this stage because Severi is the man making the big moves in the pack. Wide exit to that turn. Doherty still protecting third spot as they head up to Lukey Heights. There's Wall's Toyota Supra. There's Mike Severi, the Sierra. Car number 18, the SO entry. So race leader Des Wall, followed by Doherty. Severi now up into third. Bob Jolly is fourth. And one that has gone off the circuit over there, and with a loop, is car number 81. That, of course, is Ron Newbound. He was a qualifier in the top 10. Was running 8th on the road. There's Dominic Beninka. But our information is that young Dominic has a 1-minute penalty for perhaps jumping the start. And if he did, he certainly took Bob Jolly with him. That's how they stormed to the front in the opening lap of this race. Dominic, unfortunately, didn't get a sniff of the lead. But Bob Jolly certainly made life very interesting for Des Wall, at least for 2.5 laps. The charge is still on between this group. There's Jamison going through. Bruce, car number 45, 7th top qualifier, and here's Severi up on the inside of Doherty coming down under brakes. They put a lap on one of the smaller escorts. They're working lap number 3 of 6 in the Racing Car News Sports Sedan Trophy race. Severi's car, incidentally, was the Sierra that was rolled by Donnie Smith at Sandown back in 1988. There wasn't too much of the car that was straight after that flip at the end of Sandown's long front straight. So it's found a home in sports sedan racing. Robin Doherty, car number 9. Severi still there in 3rd place. Certainly a close sports sedan race here at Phillip Island. Des Wall, top qualifier with a 1 minute 38.74 second lap. Practice yesterday, about 21 hundredths quicker than Dominic Beninka. And going across the start finishing line, they now have 2 laps to go, with Wall leading Doherty. Gee, it's getting close though for 3rd. Doherty sticks to the outside. Severi sticks his nose up on the inside here to suss them out as they head down to the southern loop. Left-hander to come now. And look at this for braking. Severi just putting the nose of the SO Sierra down on the inside of Robin Doherty. Now sweeps right around the outside as Doherty races with him up to the left-hander. And they have a traffic jam going on behind them. Gee, Severi went wide that time, almost let Jolly back into the action. Severi under brakes this time on Doherty and gets him. Jamison also tried to take advantage of that. There wasn't enough of the corner left open. This is one heck of a sports sedan race, let me tell you. Sweeping on their way up to Lukey Heights now. There's Wall in front. Mike Severi in the Sierra runs in second. Doherty up on the inside of him. Jamison is in there, so too is Bob Jolly. I don't know if Jolly can come back through the pack as 45 closed it up. Bruce Jamison. On the brake, Severi may have enough to be able to get up on the inside with a lap to go of our race leader, Des Wall. They are really into the power department now as they come storming down to the left-hander at Nissan. Is our race leader, pole sitter Des Wall, the ALCAIR Air Conditioning Supra. They'll have 1 lap to go as they come across the straight. The scrap is on for 3rd, though. Jamison lunging down on the inside of Doherty and may have him. In fact, he does. Dominic Beninka looking for a little inside run. But they close up through the loop, down to the left-hander now. Is car number 3, Bob Jolly, 3rd top qualifier. Robin Doherty just ahead of him. Jamison ahead of the pair of them as they head up to Lukey Heights. Now, Severi's got away from this group, only marginally, and the pole sitter looks fairly comfortable at this stage. Severi has had a lunge, tried to pick him up. Oh, there's a touch there. Looked like Jolly and Doherty just rubbing fenders. So it's on in earnest for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Race leader Des Wall powering away in the ALCAIR air conditioning Supra. But for third spot, it's Mike Severi. Second spot, I should say, and here's third. Jamison Doherty and Bob Jolly. Dominic Beninka. They're all line astern as they drop to the dipper for the final time. Des Wall exits out of there. Now he's already on his way down to the final turn, the left-hander at Nissan. Very, very competitive Sports Sedan Trophy race field. Coming down to the final corner through Nissan. And Des Wall, pole sitter with a 1:38.74 second lap. Yesterday was stretch it, and he gets across the line. Wins it comfortably by about 6 car lengths from Mike Severi. Third is going to be Jamison. Beninka may have got up on the inside, I think, perhaps of Jolly at the finish. But here's the man who did it the hard way. May have been jumped by Beninka on the start line and took Bob Jolly with him. But Des Wall in the Toyota Supra. Car number 48, the winner of the Racing Car News Sports Sedan Trophy race here this afternoon at Phillip Island. And yesterday, as I said, he qualified or out-qualified by 0.2 of a second Dominic Beninka. Let's have a look on the Shell race score, how they finished. Des Wall, well done, Des. Great drive in the Supra this afternoon. Second spot goes to Mike Severi in the Sierra. Third in car number 45 was Bruce Jamison in the Falcon.